Hey guys, just going to show you how to put this pump together. Basically what we have here is a fully disassembled pump. We've got the pump body and some of the air parts. We've got the removable hopper, and here you have some of the parts themselves. So we've got the handle, we've got the hose, we've got the piston, we've got the piston cylinder, the valve, the pump valve, and just a few parts. And so what we're going to do is we're going to assemble this. It's pretty simple. The first thing we do is we put the piston on the piston rod. So very simple, just slides over the top and locks in. Next thing we're going to do is put on the pump or the cylinder shaft. Okay, it's just got some slots here that line up with the slots on the body, and so we'll slide it over the piston first. It's actually a little bit difficult because of the rubber on the piston. Okay, so there we go. So that's just took two hands, and I'm videoing this by myself. That's in place. So we've got the piston shaft on, and now we've got to just lock that piston shaft into place. Push it right back. So if you have a look, the piston shaft's pushed right back against the piston cylinder, rod, and now we've just got to lock it in with this. Now that we've done that, we can put in the valve. This is the bit that opens and shuts. It turns like this, and it's done with this air actuator, and it just spins it open and shut. So there's a little dot on the frame, and there's a little dot on the valve, and then they're to line up. So push it in nice and firmly so it doesn't spin. Now, all we've got to do now is basically assemble the hose and the hopper. So we'll put the hopper on. So what we're doing here is we're just going to seat the hopper onto the inward inlet. Okay, so that's seated. As you can see, it's a nice fit. There's a nice rubber seal in there as well to stop leakage. And now it's simply attaching the hose to the to the outside of the pump. got seal that goes on the triclover fitting. And that just sits. So that's the hose being completed, triclover valve. Now we're just going to attach the handle to the other end of the hose, which I'm doing at the moment. Okay, so here's the handle. Handle's in place, so it's simply just a screw handle, screws on. There's also, you can, if you want, put on this additional fitting here. And this is meant for like a piping star. You can actually put your piping star in here and then attach it to the nozzle if you wanted to do potato or something like that. But if you're just doing sausage, if you're just doing pie filling, then you can just leave it like that. Or if you wanted to, you can adapt something to give you a different outlet at the end of the hose. So that can go on there if you want. Okay, and that's it. The pump's ready to go. Very simple. Should only take a couple of minutes to put the pump together. It just needs air. It needs 8 bar, and it just needs a standard 10 amp power source. So there's the power cable. Plug it in, and you just need to then press the button, and it'll fire. Now the actual quantity of filling is determined by this this reed switch. So there's a reed switch here that senses the stroke of the piston, this here, and you can slide that up and down the rod, and that basically gives an end point to the